Welcome back to Face to Face. Now it's time for Reality Check. We're going to try and analyze as many ads as we can here on Face to Face before the June 8th primary. And today, we look at U.S. Senate candidate Sue Lowdens' long-awaited response to BarterGate. And in the ad, she's not chicken to try to kill two opponents in 30 seconds.
Why are Harry Reid and my opponents attacking me? Because my conservative ideas are a threat to career politicians like them. I've spent my whole life fighting for less government. They know I'll shake up Washington. They want to make this about chickens and checks, a check I wrote decades ago and a statement they've taken out of context. That's what's wrong with Washington. Lies and dirty tricks. It's time we pull the plug on these boys. I'm Sue Lowden, and I approve this message.
That former anchorwoman can still sell a story, can she not? She's a pro. But is the story true? She starts with the classic poor, poor, pitiful me approach when someone is under assault in politics. Why are they attacking? Because her conservative ideas are a threat to politicians like Harry Reid and Danny Tarkanian? Okay, we have to give her Reid, who has been in office for 4 decades. But Tarkanian, a career politician? He's never held office, although he has run twice before this cycle. Lowden has held office herself and tried to be a career politician in the 90s, but she lost. And it's not her conservative ideas that are a threat to either of them. It's her war chest, personal wealth, and her lead in the polls. She spent her whole life fighting for less government? Really? Her whole life? Did she enter the Miss New Jersey pageant all those years ago to fight smaller government? And I must have missed that when she was an anchorwoman. And even if we give her the 4 years she was in the state Senate, and some will debate that record, it's hard to say she was fighting for less government as an executive in her husband's gaming company. They know, though, she'll shake up Washington? Really? How do they know that? They want to make this about chickens and checks. Now, we see Lowden trying to blunt 2 issues she must believe have cut her. Those infamous bartering comments in the aftermath, as well as those contributions to Reid. A check she wrote decades ago, she says. Well, Lowden had just said checks seconds earlier, and there were multiple contributions to Reid. Yes, they were in the 1980s. And a statement they've taken out of context. Out of context? After being given numerous chances to back off from the initial remarks, Lowden has refused to, in her own words, back down from that system. Only recently did she pen a piece in Politico to say bartering was not a policy proposal. The problem isn't context. It's, as Strother Martin once famously said, a failure to communicate. Lies and dirty tricks? Not this time. Pulling the plug on those boys? Boys? Really? Boys will be boys, or big bad boys beating up on the girl? Not sure how effective that will be. Lowden had to do something to stanch the bleeding, especially on BarterGate. The ad may have an impact because she delivers a message so well, but most of it is malarkey. On the truth test, I give this a D, and that's Reality Check.